Please help us in welcoming Magalys to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Magalys. I am a senior at Sharpstown International School and an intern at Bristow Group. Today we are here to not only celebrate Genesis Works and the amazing work they do for our community, but we are also here to celebrate every single student who underwent the 8 weeks of summer training and has worked hard to earn this internship. To get to where we are now has not been easy for everyone. I myself struggled the most with something very simple, but the lesson I have learned has been unimaginable. I've known I wanted to be an intern with Genesis Works since freshman year, when I first heard about it at school. And I remember coming home excitedly, telling my mom all about it. I told her everything I'd heard from my counselors and asked for her opinion. We both agreed that it was an incredible opportunity. My parents, knowing that I have dealt with depression from a young age, were thrilled to see me find an interest in something that they knew would benefit me. If anyone else here has struggled with a similar issue, you know that sometimes it can be hard to find the energy within ourselves to not only find something we care about, but also to dedicate to it. Come junior year, the application to enroll for Genesis Works was finally available. Although I was thrilled to apply, I was very nervous to take part in the application and interview process. However, thanks to an incredible teacher, Mr. Seagren, who consistently motivated me and believed in me, as well as one of my closest friends, Kelly, who was at the time a Genesis Works intern and wanted to share that experience with me, I felt empowered and ready to take part in this amazing program. After attending my interviews and receiving the news that I was going to take part in summer training, I was ecstatic. Depression, however, isn't something you can get rid of by just snapping your fingers. For many of us, it comes and goes on its own. It doesn't ask if it's welcome in your life, and it does not wave goodbye when it leaves. The wave of depression that made itself at home in my body was hard to overcome. Unfortunately, in the couple of weeks between my interviews and the beginning of summer training, I had completely lost all motivation. No part of me felt excited to do much, and although I was still very grateful for my opportunity, I was having a hard time convincing myself to be interested in taking part. I had this conversation with my mom, and being as supportive as always, she let me know that it was up to me. I could choose to go through with the training, or I could stay home and focus on trying to get better. She reminded me to look ahead. Not just 8 weeks, but maybe 8 years. She reminded me of the great opportunity that an internship like this could be for me and the many doors it could open. I knew that no matter what I chose to do, she would never stop being proud of me. With my mother's advice in mind, I decided to go through with the training. However, another problem soon arose: transportation. As trivial as it may seem, because I was already struggling with a heavy lack of motivation, it didn't help that transportation was not easy to find. For a period of time, it felt as if maybe I should just give up and not go. Maybe this just wasn't something I was meant to take part in. My older sister, however, dedicated her time every morning of the 8 weeks of summer training to wake up earlier to pick me up and drop me off at training before work. My father would leave work halfway through the day to come pick me up at 12 for 8 continuous weeks. Together, they worked hard to make sure I had a way to do what they knew was best for my future. Although I still wasn't feeling much better, every morning I was reminded of how much they all cared for me. My mother making sure I ate breakfast every morning before training, my sister waking up extra early to get me to training, and my dad sacrificing his time each day to come pick me up. I could not let them down. So no matter how much I struggled, I would show up every day and do my best to put in 100% of my effort. I wanted everyone who made sacrifices to help me to know that it was not in vain, that their efforts were worth something. Fast forward to today, I am a Genesis Works intern at Bristow Group. I am doing a lot better now, and I am proud of myself for what I have accomplished. If I have learned anything from this journey, it has been to trust in my ability to persevere. I will be honest with all of you here today. I didn't think I would be able to break through. I didn't think I would have the energy or motivation to get up every morning when it was not required of me. I didn't think that in my state, I was capable of being my best, strongest self and learning at the same time. I have always believed that the reason I do my best is because it is what is required of me. But I've learned that the reason I always do my best is because it is what I expect of myself. I have come to realize that my drive comes from within me and not from external forces. I am thankful to my family for working hard to provide me with the resources I needed to be successful and to get to where I'm supposed to be. I am thankful for the never-ending support I receive from both my school year and summer program coordinators, as well as many other people from the Genesis Works staff. During the 8 weeks of training, I learned through various very unique ways, such as acting out a lullaby and practicing my impromptu speaking to break out of my comfort zone. I was exposed to and prepared for the workplace in a friendly and supportive environment. The amount of skills I have attained and knowledge I have gained is tremendous, and I am so thankful for that. However, my biggest takeaway has been that sometimes I need to believe in myself a little more. Never again will I let something I cannot control, such as my depression, keep me from giving things my all. Now that I am an intern, I have had the opportunity to be immersed in this learning experience, and I'm always blown away by just how much I continue to grow every day. I think of what I would be missing out on if I had decided to let these little challenges hold me back, and I thank myself for making the decision that I made. Although I have only been at Bristol for a short period of time, I have already learned so much. Being someone who wants to major in international relations, it has been incredible to be working at a place where I have real-world exposure to international business and legislation. My wonderful supervisor, Sangeeta, has also set me up for success by allowing me to build connections with the directors at our company. Every day, I continue to learn more and more, and I am proud of myself for getting here. I am now aware of my ability to persevere through whatever the challenge may be. I cannot make my depression simply disappear, but I can teach myself to not let it hold me back. Although it can sometimes be hard, I can see now how my hard work continues to pay off. I have learned the importance of looking ahead and have developed a new confidence in my ability to wake up every morning and do what needs to be done. I have learned that I am stronger than my depression, and that is a lesson I will forever cherish and keep in my heart. This is my breaking through story, and I am not the only one with a story like this one. Many of us struggled with many different things to get here today, but I would like to remind every single one of us that we are here on our own will and because of our own determination. We should all be proud for making it this far, and I cannot wait to see where we will go next. Thank you.